Guys, welcome to my live. So on today's live, I'm going to be making puff puff. So puff puff is one of the snack I do have at home. My kids really love it and I love eating snack. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to mix puff puff, step by step on how to mix a perfect puff puff. So first I'm going to be making use of self-rising flour. So I have about 4 cups of self-rising flour. I'm just going to transfer it into a bowl. And then you need yeast. You need yeast, the one you use for baking bread. That is what you need. So I'm going to be making use of the 2 sachets of it. So if you want your puff puff to rise very well, you need to add 2 sachets of it, depending on the quantity you are using anyway. Like this one now is about 4 cups. So I'm using 2 sachets of yeast for 4 cups of flour. So if you are using like 1 cup of flour or 1.5 to 2 cups of flour, you can use 1 sachet of it. So I'll just go ahead to add it into the flour. And then next thing I'm going to be adding is a pinch of salt. So just little salt. This salt now is optional. I don't know why I'm adding this salt anyway. It's optional. But the main thing you need to add is sugar. So I'm going to be adding this quantity because I want it to be sweet, to taste sweet for the kids. So, and then next I'm going to mix it up nicely. Mix the dry ingredients, mix it up together nicely. I love spending time in the kitchen. The days I don't go to work, I look for 1 or 2 things to do in my kitchen. I'm used to my small kitchen. So next, I'm going to be adding warm liquid milk. So this milk, I added water on it. You can use dry milk. You can use fresh milk. You can use just water. Whichever one you choose to use is going to be fine. So if you are making use of dry milk, you just need to put the dry milk inside your flour. Mix it alongside with your yeast. Once you're done mixing it very well, then you can use your warm water, like lukewarm water, not hot, lukewarm water to mix the flour. So however, you can put your yeast in your lukewarm water, cover it to rise for about 5 or 10 minutes. So me, I put my dry yeast inside and then I add my water, mix everything together. It's still coming out nice. So if you want to put your yeast in your warm water, cover it for 5 minutes, it's up to you. If you want to mix the dry ingredients, like putting the yeast, your milk, your sugar, everything, mix them together before adding warm water or warm milk, it's still going to be okay. So I'm just going to mix it up. So while you are adding water, you add the water bit by bit because we don't want too much water on it. So I'll keep adding water until I get the texture I want, and then I'll stop. Puff puff is one of the easiest snack you can do. So you can see the texture. It's not too thick, it's not watering. So if you want to have a perfect puff puff, you need to mix it nicely. So the reason why I'm using warm water to mix it is because I want it to rise quickly. That is why I'm using warm water to mix it. So you can see it. See, if you mix your flour very well, it's going to be like this. So once I'm done mixing it up, I'm just going to cover it for it to rise. So I'm going to use my plastic foil to cover it very well, and then keep it aside, allow it to rise. So I'm going to keep it aside and allow it to rise before I fry it. So why I keep it aside, allow it to rise, I made how is it called, zobo. So I'm going to transfer my zobo into transfer the zobo in the bottle and store them in the freezer or fridge. So I'm going to bring my bottles. So these are all my zobo bottles. Oh my goodness. So I've got large quantity of zobo. I have a video on how to make this zobo. I'm going to link it in the description of this video. So if you want to learn how to make zobo, you can watch the video there and learn how to make your zobo. I bought this bottle in Temu. The bottle is really nice. Yet I couldn't feel it when I close my eyes. I see you coming to me, my girl. When I breathe out loud, I know you to be my girl. Look up for. So guys, you can see that it's rising already. So I'm getting ready to start frying the puff puff. I'm getting ready to start frying it. I already have my oil on the pot already. So look at the puff puff. I think I left it for about, is it up to 5 minutes? And it's like this. So the more you leave it to stay for long, the more it rises. So but I want to start frying it now. So I'm just going to check if the oil is hot enough for me to start putting something inside. I still need to leave the oil to hot again. It's not that hot. So if you try to fry your puff puff at this point, the puff puff is not going to come out nice. So you need to allow your oil to heat before you start adding the puff puff. So once your oil is heated, then you reduce your stove, you reduce your heating, and then you start adding the puff puff on it. So you can see how this one is now, because the oil is not hot enough. So I'm still going to leave the link of this. I have a video on how to make puff puff as well. I'm still going to leave the link in the description of this video. So if you love to learn how to make puff puff step by step, I think I have a video I'm going to share with you guys. Thank you so much for joining my live. I really appreciate you all. I said to myself, this 2025, I want to do something different. So I started creating content since 2019. After I had my second baby, I was really bored at home, coming from Africa. We don't have friends here in Europe. I wanted to start up something that would keep me busy. So that was the main reason why I started creating content. And from 2019 to date, it's been amazing. Creating videos every blessed day of my life. It's really amazing. It's really keeping me busy, honestly. So guys, at this point, I'll start adding the puff puff into the oil. So this one now, I don't have measurement. So you use your hand to measure the size you want it to be. Just use your hand to cut it. So do you know you can as well add pepper and onions on your puff puff? You can add pepper and onions. If you are the type that love to eat spicy things, you can as well add. At this point, once the puff puff is like this, after mixing it, cover it to rise. Once the puff puff rise, then you can go ahead and add your onions. So maybe sliced onions and pepper and add on it, or you pound it and add on it. It's still going to come out nice. And that one is the best. If you try if you add pepper and onions on it, oh my goodness, you will enjoy the puff puff. And you can also make a sauce, pepper sauce for it. If you don't want to put pepper on it, you can make a separate pepper sauce for it. So if your oil is heated very well, this is the shape your puff puff will start coming out. So before you start adding the puff puff into the hot oil, make sure the oil is well heated so that you will get good results. The puff puff is almost ready. So at this point, you can start taking off the puff puff, or you can just allow it to be more brown. So guys, take a look at this. It really came out nice. If you mix your puff puff very well, it's going to look like this. So I'll go ahead and add more on the oil. I'm just going to add all of it in the oil. I want to fry them once. So guys, I am done. This is what I'm using as a phone stand. So this is very nice. I magnet it on the wall. It can magnet anywhere. It can stick anywhere. So where my phone stand cannot reach, this one is going to get there. So I am done. Take a look. It really came out nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for watching me make puff puff. See you all on my next live. Okay. Bye.